welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a grocery haul, my first ever grocery haul for you all. And I wanna just say, because it's the first time I'm doing this grocery haul, I hope I do the best I can. I hope I explain everything, why I picked up, certain items and what meal they'll be part of. But I just wanted to share with you all everything that I picked up from, I went to Mom's, the organic market, to get a couple things. I just wanted to really walk around and check it out. And then my usual, which is Wegmans. And also, I want to also say that you most likely will be like, where are the proteins? Like, where are the meats in my grocery haul? And it's because over Labor Day weekend, I went to Sam's Club and I stocked up, and I would have loved to have recorded that for you all, but my family was with me. And I just, it was kind of crazy there too. I just went in, got everything I needed, and headed out. And the reason I wanted to get some of my meats from there is that when I compared the prices to, say, Wegmans, I have pretty much every food store around me. But when I was comparing some of the prices for my, chicken thighs, chicken breasts, chicken tenders, I got grass-fed beef tenderloin steaks, I got grass-fed ground beef. When I looked at the prices of those compared to the other stores, it couldn't be beat. So I did a big shopping haul there. So I really only had to get like one thing from the food store. That was like the chicken sausages, but I'm gonna try to group them up based off of meal and just to kind of explain, why I've chosen to now pick up this particular product over, maybe what I would have had in the weeks past. Because I am now, how many days? It's Sunday, September 15th. I am 12 days into the 75 Hard Challenge. I really am. I'm really surprised at how much I'm loving this challenge. And I don't think it's the workouts, like, trying to do 2 workouts a day, and some of them really are low impact. I am really enjoying, my eating plan. And I'm gonna just say my diet, because I don't want that to be negative. I think, when we say the word diet, sometimes people are like, oh, that's a negative thing. It's really just the way that I'm eating right now. And I'm doing a 90-10 whole foods diet. And every single day, every single week, I'm now, like I said, 12 days into it, I'm learning a little bit more and more about, how I want to structure my meals for the day and the quality of foods that I'm picking up. I'm taking a look at, a product that I might have gotten 2-3+ weeks ago prior to starting this, and saying, is there a better alternative to it? Just trying to take it a step up. If it's kind of gonna triple the price, I'm gonna take a step back for now because I'm still kind of fine-tuning my meal plan. I think once I figure out what foods I really want to have on hand every single week to make up my meals, and I'm getting very close to it. I think once I have that, I'm going to be able to kind of pick up a couple different things of a little bit better quality from the organic side and the grass-fed side. But I'm a work in progress. I am somebody that doesn't just, well, I should say anymore, I don't just dive in head first and figure things out. Now I've taken some time to just learn each step along the way. And I think that's really helped me kind of progress to where I'm at now, 12 days into this whole foods diet. I don't even feel like I've made these drastic changes. I'm enjoying every single part of it. So yeah, let me go ahead. Oh, one more thing, sorry. I should point out, because I am using the Lumen device, the metabolic device, everything that I do in terms of meal planning and mapping out my meals for the week, I'm taking into consideration, I call it the 3 levels. So you blow into the device first thing in the morning, it'll tell you, are you in fat burning mode, carb burning mode? It kind of just takes a look if you've lost weight, all these different variables behind the scenes. And it'll tell me if I'm a low carb day, high carb day, medium carb day. And so initially I was a little bit overwhelmed with that because I was like, I don't know if I can plan for all those different things. And then I realized if I plan just for a low carb day, the only variable is the carbs. So if I wake up and it tells me today is a medium carb day, great. that means that I have my plan in place as if it's a low carb day, and I just need to add a couple things here and there to each meal. So smoothie, maybe I just have to add a couple more strawberries, or just maybe instead of a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt. Like there's little additional things that I can add to my meal that makes it healthier. Same thing when I show you some of the things I pick up from the food store. Usually I'm not trying to have a carb, and I want to say kind of like a potato or white rice, that type, because there is carbs obviously in fruits and vegetables. And that's what I'm trying to get most of my carbs from. But say, you know, I'm sitting down and I'm having dinner, and that night I'm having, you know, a steak and green beans, but I realize that I need probably 10 more grams of carbs. Perfect. I'll just kind of dice up a little small gold potato, add that in the mix, hit my macros. Very, very simple addition, but I'm doing everything as if, you know, every day is a low carb day. And based off of my reading is where I'll start making slight adjustments to each, you know, meal of the day. But yeah, let's get into all the things that I picked up this week from Moms and Wegmans. All right, so I tried to group everything based off of what meal they'll be part of. And so I'm gonna start with first thing in the morning, breakfast. And one of the biggest changes that I have made is that I am no longer putting a Fairlife Nutrition chocolate shake into my coffee. And I am somebody that has no issues drinking black coffee. I did that for ages. I know, psychotic. But I decided I wanted to just get a little something to put in there. And so that's where I picked up this Organic Valley grass milk, half and half. I put, sometimes depending on my macros, I'll put the 2 tablespoons in, and then other times I just been putting 1 tablespoon in there, along with my 2 scoops of collagen peptides. But yeah, I love having a nice cup of coffee, especially as it's getting a little bit cooler here, having a nice warm cup. And I really haven't noticed, like, you know, I think I was doing that protein coffee for almost the entire time, so 16 plus months of my weight loss journey. And I kind of am enjoying a little bit of the change up. And then I also do fruit smoothies every morning. And not everything that's in the fruit smoothie is here. I have a couple ingredients already on hand. But a big change, and the only reason why I picked these up from Moms is they were on sale. And they were the same price as what I would typically get from Wegmans. Now, the only difference is the ingredients in these are a lot cleaner. Like it says, you know, gum-free, no fillers, oil-free, you know, no natural flavorings or artificial flavors, just as clean as can be, as it says. One has 3 simple ingredients, and the one that has the vanilla extract in it has 4. And I can't wait to try those. I'll probably be out of my Wegmans organic almond milk unsweetened within the next day or 2. So I'm really excited to try these. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, in my fruit smoothie, I typically do almond milk. I have my whole milk, plain Greek yogurt, organic from Wegmans. Slight change there. I now went with organic because it was probably only like 50, 60 cents more. So why not? And I definitely, because I need to get a little more fat in my diet based off of my macros, I said, why not, you know, get it within the Greek yogurt in the morning. So yeah, so almond milk, I do Greek yogurt, I have bananas, I have my frozen organic strawberries. This is new. Usually I would just get the regular strawberries, didn't notice a drastic increase in cost there, so I went ahead and I picked up the organic version. But, you know, I keep probably saying the ingredients again, but what's missing from here is my chia and flax seeds, and soon to be ordered from Amazon, waiting for them to show up, basil seeds. I can't really give you too many specifics off the top of my head about basil seeds, other than I've read that it is just got a ton of fiber in them. And I thought, well, that would be a great little addition, even if I just put like a little amount of them in my smoothie. So first thing in the morning, coffee, I do my fruit smoothie. So that's what these ingredients are over here that I picked up from either Moms or Wegmans. And then the next section is snacks. Now, I don't eat all these every single day, but I like to have them on hand. And I'll start back here. The latest addition within the past couple weeks has been cottage cheese. Now, I've tried a couple different brands, and as much as I really would like to, you know, gravitate towards, what is it, Good Culture, I think is the brand, this Breakstones, it's just the best. I can eat it as is. I don't have to put any of my ranch seasoning in it. I absolutely enjoy it. I have one every single day. And then based off of my macros, if I'm, you know, low carb, medium carb, high carb, will determine what else I have with it. I already have nuts on hand, so I'm not going to show those. I didn't need to pick them up, but so I'll have a cottage cheese. Sometimes I will throw some of this Mary's Gone crackers. Unbelievable. I was a skeptic when somebody told me to get them, and I got them, and they're unbelievable and great ingredients. But the interesting thing is if you like, and this is old school, but these were like breadsticks back in the day, and they would be coated in sesame seeds. It's kind of what it tastes like. But, you know, in this case, it's just really good. Mary's Gone crackers, really good. I got the original flavor. I haven't tried the other ones. I like to have a couple of those a day, and then based off of my macros, if it's medium or high carb, I maybe have like 6 or 7 of them. And then I always, and I just ran out of it, I always have popcorn on hand. And I have one of those old school, I'll try to insert a photo here, but I have one of those old school air poppers. And, you know, if I need a little more fiber, need a little carbs in the evening, or I'm just feeling a little depleted, I just, you know, do some air pop popcorn. I have it as is, or sometimes I'll just drizzle a little bit of like Kerrygold butter on it, but always have to have some popcorn kernels on hand. Same thing with, I always like to have some apples. So it's almost apple season, or it might be apple season. So I have a couple Gala apples, a couple, you know, Granny Smith apples, and picked up some oranges as well because they didn't have my clementines. So I just went with those. And this is a newbie. Now, somebody told me that these were a really good item to have on hand. Yes, as it says, a salad type topper or healthy snack. I got the garlic and rosemary. It's supposed to be some sort of super bean. Supposed to have really good macros on it. And I'm gonna give it a try this week and see if I like it. I'm just gonna try it as is. But I'm really excited to try this. I think sometimes I'm always looking for a little something to just try that's new, and this is it. And I didn't think it was super expensive to try it, so I gave that a go. So yeah, that's my snack section. And now we're gonna get into this week's lunch. And so this week's lunch is actually going to be taken from what I would normally have on the weekends for breakfast. So I love, love, love Vital Farms pasture-raised organic eggs. Now, somewhere along the lines, I became an egg snob. I did. And, you know, I would go back and forth between Vital Farms and say just, you know, organic eggs from Wegmans, and these just have an unbelievable taste to them. The color of the yolk, everything is just, I have to have them now, especially if I'm having eggs, you know, a couple days a week. I want some of the best. So I had to get some more Vital Farms. And then I love these Siete almond flour and cassava flour tortilla wraps. I always have them on hand. I should point out, if you've never had the almond flour ones, they're a little more delicate. They don't hold up as well if you're using them for like fajitas or tacos. I deal with it because I really love the flavor. And I also love how it's not heavy in my stomach like some of the other tortillas are. And I've been taking a closer look at some of the ingredients, and I was like, you know, I've always loved these. They are pricey, but I was able to fit it in my budget, and I always have at least one in my freezer. And in this case, I decided to pick up 2 of them because I knew I was going to be having one of them this week, so I just went ahead and picked up another one. And so I'm going to be making some eggs, And then I had to get some more avocado and then the wrap. And then I have already in the fridge some Kerrygold Dubliner. And that's going to be my lunch. My lunch is going to be a nice little cheesy egg wrap with avocado, and maybe I might have a half of an orange from my snack side of things, just to throw that in there. Or, I have some peppers already in my fridge, and I might throw some peppers with it. But yeah, that's going to be my lunch this week. And then I'm going to move into the section that's really pathetic for dinner, because I already have steak, I already have chicken, I already have shrimp, I already have my proteins on hand, which I noticed my chicken sausages aren't out here, so let me grab that right behind me. Sorry about that. There we go. Had to throw that out there, but there's these chicken sausages. I always like to have these on hand. I have a couple different variations and flavors that I like, but I like to have these because they're very quick. So I won't freeze them without separating them. I do 2, per package, and I always like to just keep them in my freezer. It's just a great, quick, if you're not feeling what you have planned for dinner and you just need something simple, those things thaw so quickly, they cook so quickly, and they just go really well with just about anything. So I always like to have that on hand. And then I picked up some fresh green beans and some baby broccoletti. Now they sound like very high maintenance, fancy broccoli, but they're really not. I love these. I love these in the air fryer. I love them on a sheet pan with just a little bit of olive oil and some garlic seasoning. Very simple. It's something I always like to just have on hand. Really good for you. So this week, my sides with my proteins, so like if I'm having steak, I'm gonna have some broccoletti. If I'm having shrimp, I'm gonna have a little green beans. If I'm having chicken, I'll have one of them. So like what I'm getting at is I kind of rotate between green beans and broccoli this week for the side for my dinner. And then if I have a medium to high carb day and I need to just have a little something with my dinner to make sure I'm hitting my macros, I always like to have these little baby gold potatoes on hand. So I picked up 4 of them. Fantastic. We'll cut one of them up, once again, on a sheet pan with a little bit of maybe avocado oil or olive oil, some garlic, and it's so good. It's a great little addition when I have that. And then over here is feta cheese. The feta cheese is going to be for the 2 nights this week. I'm making, I have chicken thighs. I'm going to use a little bit of the Greek yogurt, and I have this tzatziki seasoning that I got from the beach. I'm going to make a little bit of tzatziki, and then I have already on hand, I have a couple little baby cucumbers left. I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to have like a little chicken tzatziki. It's going to, with cucumbers and feta, and I'll probably have also just maybe a couple green beans, and then based on my macros, I'll throw a little something extra on. But yeah, so that's what I had to pick up for my dinners. And the last lone thing back here is, and I'll probably say it wrong, kefir. I used to drink kefir ages ago. It is just an unbelievable probiotic. But I moved away from it, probably just because it just got left off of my list for a couple months. And now I'm at the point where I'm all about trying to figure out gut health. And that's kind of on the top of the list as a couple other items. And so I thought, let me pick that up and just have a little bit of it, at some point during the day, fit it into, my, who knows, maybe, as a snack in the afternoon, I'll just have like a quarter of a cup of it or half a cup. I don't have to go crazy and have the full cup. But yeah, this, sometimes can be a little bitter, a little off if you drink it on your own. So, it's okay if you want to just mix it, maybe in a blender with a little bit of fruit that you could have on hand. I've done that before with some like blueberries or raspberries, and it's really, really good. But yeah, so this is my Moms and Wegmans grocery haul for this week. I think I spent about $108, I want to say. I'll have to add up all the receipts, and if I can, I'll put it in the description because I don't want to be wrong. But there were a couple items on sale, so I was really happy about that, and I wish I bought more of them, but I just wanted to stay within my budget this week. But yeah, so this is going to be it. I'm really excited for the items in my grocery haul for this week. I want to get them put away, put them back, you know, some of them in the refrigerator so they stay nice and cool, especially my tortilla wraps that I typically keep one in the freezer and then one in the refrigerator. But yeah, I hope you see just how simple and how clean and, you know, sticking to my whole foods diet. And, you know, at the same time, it's always important to have a couple little things on hand if you're feeling a little bit hungry and you want to reach for, you know, something to eat. Always having some, you know, apples or oranges on hand is fantastic. I'll keep you posted on these bad boys because I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know what the taste is going to be, but that's going to be interesting. So yeah, that's my first ever grocery haul here on YouTube. I want to try to do this at least once a month because I want to see if there's any, you know, evolution to, you know, what I'm currently buying versus, you know, different things that I could be adding into the mix in the future. And also, like I said, I'm trying to just strip it back a little bit and keep things to the, like, just as basic as can be, especially this week as I'm learning, you know, with which foods are actually fueling my body. And I just want to, when I wrap this up, I just want to say 12 days in. Now, you would think 12 days, that's not a lot of time to see any major impact on how you feel, you know, health, how your body feels, just, you know, mental clarity. But I want to tell you, I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out just yet, but I have been really cleaning up my diet. And like I said, with the 75 Hard Challenge, no seed oils, no added sugar, just trying to get my carbs mainly from like fruits and vegetables with a handful of maybe here and there with the tortillas or the potatoes, but getting them from good whole foods. And I've been doing this, like I said, 12 days, just 12 days. And I can already feel, I feel like I have more energy, little less of the bloating after eating sometimes. And the other thing that is very interesting is that the day after you would take your shot, you typically feel a little bit on the fatigue side. I made note of it, you know, last week. I mean, I woke up and I was like, okay, I feel amazing. I'm gonna wait for that bus to hit later on in the day where I'm just like, I gotta sit down and relax. Did not hit me until around like 8 o'clock at night. And that's just because I was going. I was like, you know what? I just want to sit down and relax. But I wasn't forced to because, you know, I was feeling fatigued. And then fast forward today, middle of the day, day after shot, and I feel amazing. I don't know what it is. I want to stay on this ride for as long as I can. Maybe it's the elimination of all these added sugars that I didn't realize were in my foods, or every single thing that I felt like I was eating had all these hidden like ingredients. Well, they weren't hidden, they were right there, but I just didn't understand them. And everything has sunflower oil, canola oil, all of these, you know, inflammatory oils that I used to just say, whatever, it's no big deal. But then until you start really looking at the ingredients and what you're eating on an everyday basis, and you're like, everything has it in it. It's not just, okay, I just have 1 or 2 items and I'm not eating a lot of it. It was like everything that from protein bars to, you know, protein powders to you name it, it had it. You know, things that I thought were kind of on the healthier side. I was like, wow, look at these ingredients. And so I've really made a dramatic change over the past 12 days. And I can feel it. And I cannot wait to see what it's going to be like after 30 days, after 60 days, at the end of the 75. I can't wait to get blood work to see, which my main thing is trying to really get a hold of my cholesterol, which I felt like I was eating so well for the past 17 months and my cholesterol is still a little bit off. That's the only metric that I'm working on, well, other things, but like when you talk about blood work. And so I hope to take you along on the ride as I'm learning more about, what foods, I'm eating to make me feel, just the way I feel right now, which is indescribable. I'm staying on this ride for as long as I can. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my grocery haul today. I will see you in my next video. Have a good rest of the week. And yeah, bye.